Hello everybody, I'm just showing you what I'm using to make this look, if it'll focus. So we just have some baby powder. I have Ben Nye's Scab Blood, Ben Nye's Scar Wax, and this dirty bruising palette. Everything's mostly dirty because I've used it over and over, and I just have some cheap tools that you can use at home. And if you want, I can make a video on how to make Scar Wax. I believe I know how to make Scab Blood, but until I perfect it, I don't even want to bother making a video on it. But yeah, let's get to the video. Okay everybody, so, and I also have dirty brushes to use on this palette. I do not have a tripod. My husband is holding the camera, so sorry if it's shaky. Okay, so first we will get a butter knife. This one's more like heavy duty-ish, more than that one. And that is so I can scoop out the wax. So I'm just gonna take a chunk like this. And then I'm gonna roll it. And my hands are kind of dirty, as you can see, because I've already played with this to make that one, so that's why there's already wax and fake blood and everything. You can put this anywhere you want on the finger. I think for this one, I want it back here, just because I always do the front of the finger. The cool thing about having it on a bend, or sorry, like on a knuckle or something, is because when you bend it, if it would focus, God, that makes my fingers so gigantic. But when you bend it, it does have like a more realer opening effect. Oh my gosh, it's like not even wanting to focus. Okay, anyways, moving on. So you're gonna take that roll of Scar Wax that you just made and roll it, and then you're gonna blend out the sides a little bit. Okay, not a little bit, you're gonna do it as much as you possibly can, because the more blended, the more real it looks. But we will be covering the edges with bruising, because people don't get cut this bad without any bruising. And since it's FX, then you kind of want to make it look worse than it actually is. And doing this like little look and stuff is more good for like pictures or like a quick prank, but I do not know if you could make it a whole while, like a whole night with it on without it falling off. I don't know, I've never tried. Now I use this knife because it's a lot more flexible and bendy, and I use that to push down the sides even more. I'm starting to think I don't like this placement, but whatever, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And now what we are going to do is we're going to take our baby powder and coat this knife. I'll put like some on the table and coat the blade of the butter knife. And we're going to cut it like that. The reason why I say coat it is because if you don't, then the knife, it gets stuck to the knife really bad. So that's why I suggest you coat it. Now we're going to take our thumb, try to blend it out a little more. And see, this is pretty easy because like, now you have like a little cut. I think I do prefer it on the knuckle, to be honest, but whatever. I'm just trying to see how placement goes. This is my first time doing it like not on a knuckle, but whatever. now we have our scab blood, which looks like that. And I have it on the end of this little brush thing, this old ass brush. Sorry for my language. And then I use it to push into the wound. The reason why I prefer scab blood over anything is because it does give it more of like a realistic effect. And scab blood and stage blood are two different things. Scab blood is a lot more chunky and has a lot more texture to it, where a runny or stage blood will, well, I guess this is considered stage blood too, but like, you know, the runny blood that you can also get anywhere, it just won't stick as good, like it won't look chunky like that. Now that we have our blood in, we're going to kind of press that down so it kind of looks a little more real. And skin does swell, especially when it's cut, so don't worry about it being like not a flat surface. If you want a smaller cut, then make a smaller noodle type thing. Now into the bruising palette, I'm going to start out with this like pinky shade, just to kind of give it a base, and you're gonna stipple it on. And now into like the brown shade. My brown shade's kind of mixed with some like black tone because I've mixed it in with that right there. And you kind of want to fade it out because bruises don't just stop at a, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, bruises just don't stop suddenly. They kind of fade out a little bit. And if you want to add some yellows and greens to make it look infected, it really depends on the look you're going for. Like if you're looking for fresh, or if you're looking for like it's been there for a while, then I don't know, it kind of depends. But that is the look, and depending on how much time you take on it, it will look either better or worse, because sometimes you can overdo things and then they just don't turn out. Sometimes you can underdo things and they just don't look as great. But if you give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you guys would like to see some of the face looks that I can do, like burnt skin and all that stuff, then just let me know, or let me know down in the comments. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you would.